In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make mixed meat porridge for a baby. Let's get into the video. These are the ingredients we are going to use. I'm going to use cooked beef. I cook the beef without salt, but with baby spice, baby friendly spice. So I'm also going to use mixed pepper. The video of how I make this mixed pepper will be in the description box. Go and watch the video. It's a detailed video on how to make mixed pepper for kids. I'm going to use coconut oil and I'm going to use onion. I choose white onion because white onion is mild for baby. If you watch the video of the pepper mix, I explain everything in that video. I'm also going to use potato. I choose white potato because it's not sweet. If I use sweet potato, the meal will be so sweet and it's not that good for baby. I'm also going to use carrots and broth. You can use chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth. This is beef broth, but you can use any broth you have. I'm also going to use spices. This is baby spice. So I'm also going to use plantain. The plantain you are going to use should be a little bit ripe, like a medium ripe plantain. Do not use a very ripe plantain and do not use unripe plantain because you want to make the meal sweet. We are not going to use salt in this recipe, so we want to make the meal sweet and we don't want it too sweet, so we are not going to use too ripe plantain. So let's make baby porridge. I'm going to cut the potato into a dice shape because that is what babies need at that stage. You don't need to cut their potato, their carrot, their plantain in a very big shape. It's a very dice shape. So I'll cut into a strip first, then I'll dice the potato. I'll do the same thing to the plantain and to the carrot to get a rhyme shape so that it can cook evenly. So this is shape you want to cut your baby potato into before you make their porridge. It's not like you are making adult porridge, although you can cut it in a big shape, but it will be a big thing for you to start mashing the potato when you cut for them. But if you cut it this way, it will be very easy and you are not going to match everything if you are using baby-led weaning method for your baby. That brings me to the book I want to introduce to you. I have a book on complete guide on how to start solid for a baby. That book is everything you need to start solid for your baby. The book explains what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and it also gives insight on the type of foods you can feed your baby, the mistakes mother makes that you should not be making, and so many other things. You'll find it in that book. I'll put the link to where you can get the book in the description box below. So go get the book. It explains everything you need to know about starting solid for your baby. So after cutting everything into a dice shape, I'm going to put it in a pot. I use saucepan. So I'm going to put it in a pot and add the beef broth into it. So for the beef broth, I use 200 ml of beef broth. Then I'm going to add my coconut oil. After adding the coconut oil, I'm going to put it on the stove to boil. So here I'm just showing you that I use 2 tablespoons of pepper mix. So I'll put the link to where you can get the list of ingredients I use in this recipe. The next thing we are going to do is to mince our beef. You really need this gadget if you want to start solid for your baby. I explain everything in the book. These are the things you will get in the book. So I will put the link to where you can get the gadget also in the description box. So I minced the meat and we are going to use the minced meat. So while I'm mincing the meat, so I started cooking the potato and carrot and plantain. As you can see, the potato is soft, very soft. The next thing is to add my pepper mix. I did not add the pepper mix from the beginning because it's already cooked. So if you watch the video of how I make this pepper mix, you will see how I cook the pepper mix in the video. So I added the pepper mix and the spice, the baby spice. If you don't have the baby spice, you can just use a little bit of garlic, a little bit of ginger, and a little bit of pepper if you want to, a black pepper, just tiny bit if you are the pepper type. Okay, so like I said, I added a little bit of water, just like 3 to 4 tablespoons of water into the porridge. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to match the porridge. Like I said, if you are using BLW for your baby, which is baby-led weaning, you are not going to match everything because you want that baby to have that chewing texture in the food. But if you are using the puree method for a 6-month-old baby, you have to match everything in the pot. If you are using a puree method for a 6-month-old baby, you have to match everything. But once your baby is 7 months upward, you can start leaving a little bit of potato inside the food for the baby to have a chewing texture in the food. So get the recipe, get the weaning book. If you get the weaning book, I explain everything in the weaning book. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're a first-time mom, you really need that book, so go get that book. And don't forget to give this recipe a thumbs up if you like this recipe, and also subscribe to my channel for more videos on baby food and older kids food. Thank you very much for watching. See you in another video.